Welcome to the home of WWE News Rumors and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
It would appear as if shockwaves are being sent through SummerSlam. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the most consistent, prolific, proficient, your unapologetic source for the hottest, the latest, the greatest around the clock. I will not stop for each and every one of you. Now, we got shocking news on SummerSlam. We got some rumors. We got some gossip. We got some speculation. We got some hearsay. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to get into, and we don't have a whole hell of a lot of time. So let's get into it right now for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Remember, if you want your name added to the bright lights of the LED board, if you want your name added live on the show, all you got to do is donate in the pinned comment section below. Yes, click the link in the pinned comment section below this video, and you will be added to the brash and the brazen. And we are going to get into this hot report about SummerSlam and who, as the New Day would say, who has been pulled or who potentially will be out of SummerSlam and why. We're going to get into the who, the why, the what, and all the circumstances that are going behind it right here on this very show. Now, let's get into the first rumor that is definitely breaking ground right now at this hour, at this time, in this star-studded report, for good, bad, or indifferent. CM Punk says that working with AJ Lee isn't happening. But that doesn't mean that AJ Lee won't be individual, come in as herself, as her own person, as AJ Lee. Now, we all anticipated, we all expected that AJ Lee was going to be at the WWE All-Women's PLE event this past weekend, but as we all saw, sadly and unfortunately, that actually did not go down. It did not happen as we thought it would. But while CM Punk may not work with AJ Lee in the WWE, who's to say again that AJ Lee can't come in by herself alone? Or what about the rumors and the speculation about Saraya, a.k.a. Paige, appearing in the WWE? That would be two massive, shocking returns in the World Wrestling Entertainment. Make no mistake about that at the end of the day. Also, the WWE has massive, huge plans to push Jacob Fatu in a way that he has never been pushed in his entire life. Now that he's a good guy, now that he is a babyface in World Wrestling Entertainment. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Blake Monroe, she has a private text from her dad ahead of CW Network NXT in-ring debut. And what did you think about Blake Monroe? And what do you think was the stronger, better show this week? Was it AEW or was it WWE NXT? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. The TNA Impact spoiler results for July the 17th. Now, I will not leak that and I will not unveil that online. I will not spoil that, but the spoilers are online for those of you that want to read it. AEW All In London, the 2026 date reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, AEW has officially revealed when its next massive stadium show will go down, and fans now have a date to lock in. The company announced that AEW All In London is set for Sunday, August 30th, 2026 at the Wembley Stadium. And what a night that is going to be. What an event it is going to be. But bad news struck AEW earlier today, as it would appear as if a rumor, speculation went out there that the AEW locker room walked out. Yes, there was a big walkout in AEW. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that, because this is where we're at, and this is what we do, because I'm Sean's freaking View. AEW has now turned to outside artists for a new set of entrance themes. Breaking news coming out of AEW versus WWE NXT. According to those in the know, AEW Dynamite pulled a bigger number than WWE NXT for the July 16th episode. Slamversary 2025 floor seats sell out as TNA prepares for a record-breaking crowd, and that is monumental. Absolutely monumental. After all the rumors and the speculation about Sting, we know he retired. We know he went off into the sunset, but the question is still asked. Will Sting return? Will Sting wrestle in a ring once again? Well, Sting has now set the record straight on all of that. All that hoopla, all that rumor, all that speculation, it has now been dissolved. Also, we got breaking news on the challenger for SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight title. We got breaking news on CM Punk. CM Punk says that he is not fighting for real estate in WWE anymore. CM Punk reveals why he and the game Triple H are finally on the same page. You can read that online. Also, we're going to get to the big report about a WWE star pulled potentially from SummerSlam, the biggest blockbuster event of the year. Let's get into it. We're going to pull it up right now. We're going to get it up. That's what she said. It is a rumor that has been circulating in the internet wrestling community all day, and it's causing quite a stir. According to a recent gossip, a top WWE star may be pulled from the highly anticipated SummerSlam 2025 event due to a possible doping violation. Now, we hear about this happen in the UFC. This was a big thing back in the 80s. The identity of the wrestler in question has not yet been revealed, but speculations have been flying as fans try to guess who it could be. Some are pointing fingers at current champions, while others are speculating that it could be a fan favorite underdog. However, none of these speculations have been confirmed, and it is important to remember that at this point, it's all just gossip. But the possibility that a WWE star being pulled from one of the biggest events of this year has worried some fans and made it curious. The last time this happened was in 2007 when then WWE Champion Randy Orton was suspended for 60 days due to violation of the company's wellness policy. And now, almost 2 decades later, it seems like history could be repeating itself, potentially. The WWE wellness policy was implemented in 2006 to ensure the health and safety of their superstars. It includes regular drug testing and penalties for any violation. The company takes this policy very seriously, and any violation can result in suspension, fines, or even termination of their contract. Yes, you heard that right. Termination of their contract. So what could this mean for SummerSlam 2025 in just less than 2 weeks away? Well, if this rumor turns out to be true, it could potentially have a huge impact on the event itself. Losing a top star, especially a champion, could change the entire dynamic and plans for the show. It could also have a ripple effect on the rest of the roster and their storyline. However, it's important to remember that this is just a rumor at this point. It's possible that the wrestler in question may be cleared of any wrongdoing or may not even be involved at all. It's also possible that the WWE may have a backup plan in place in case of a suspension. As fans, it is natural to speculate and worry about their favorite superstars and upcoming events. But it's also important to remember that we should not jump to conclusions and spread false information. It's also important to respect the WWE's wellness policy and understand that it's in place for the well-being of their athletes. In the end, only time will tell if this rumor holds any truth. Until then, let's focus on the current storylines and upcoming events while also keeping in mind the importance of maintaining a healthy and drug-free environment in the world of professional wrestling. Whether or not a top star will be pulled from SummerSlam 2025, let's hope for a successful and exciting event as always. And again, that is right. That is damn right. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, TNA's TV Deal talk heats up as networks respond to Slamversary momentum. Now, if TNA gets this massive TV deal, if TNA Impact Wrestling can secure this deal with a major TV network, can you imagine the threat that it will have towards AEW? The threat that it could be towards AEW. Again, your thoughts, your comments. Could it escalate? Would it dominate? Would it illustrate? Do you want to see TNA TV get a big deal on network TV? And in a day and era where streaming seems to be the name of the game, this is still the era where we're talking about many people want WWE Raw back on the USA Network. They want to see Raw back where it all began, where it all started, where it was grandfathered in Raw into the USA Network. Could TNA face the same fate and go to the USA Network? Could they be in place of Raw now that Raw is no longer on the USA Network? Again, your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, that certainly is not all. Because Naomi is offering a cash reward after losing her custom suitcase scooter in Atlanta. Yes, the current reigning WWE Women's World Champion Naomi. Wow. Cash reward for stolen. Jelly Roll chokeslam Logan Paul through a table during a late night show with Jimmy Kimmel. It was a live brawl on late night, and wouldn't that suffice to each and every one of you? Mariah Shafir claims that MMA's Four Horsewoman got the name first and wrestling fans hated it initially. Kurt Angle, we got breaking news on the return of Kurt Angle, the All-American, American. Oh, that's Jack Swagger. Actually, there's been rumors, a lot of rumors about Jack Swagger coming into the WWE. But Kurt Angle joins the Real American Freestyle as a commentator and partner for the RAF 01 that is involved with Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. Yes, Kurt Angle will join the Real American Freestyle as a commentator. But from what I last heard, that event is has only sold like maybe 40 to 100 tickets. So not good. Not a good turnout so far. They're going to have to give out a lot of tickets for free, it seems like. Also, coming down the pike of Seanzviewent Entertainment, we are receiving word right now that WWE main roster stars could appear at TNA Slamversary 2025. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. Main roster stars could appear at TNA Slamversary. Also, WWE are planning a surprise move for Omos after his long absence. TNA President Carlos Silva responds to AJ Styles' speculation amid his phenomenal tweet. Are we going to see AJ Styles back in TNA? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. It's all about your feedback because your view is the only view that matters on YouTube.com. Make sure to subscribe, click the bell, comment, interact. This is where we at. This is what we do because I am Sean's freaking View. Plenty more to come. Subscribe.